Hello everyone. Today, I want to discuss an important topic that has a big influence on the economy and welfare of the Indonesian people, namely tax reform. Tax reform in Indonesia is not just about improving the tax system, but is also a strategic step to support economic growth and create social justice. Background to tax reform. Tax reform in Indonesia began in 1998, after the economic crisis that hit the country. Before the reform era, the tax system in Indonesia experienced various challenges, such as a low tax base, high levels of tax avoidance, and injustice in the distribution of the tax burden. This causes tax revenues to be suboptimal, and the government has difficulty financing development. Tax reform goals. The main goal of tax reform is to increase state revenues, expand the tax base, and create a fairer tax system. With this reform, it is hoped that the government can raise more funds for infrastructure development, education, and health, which in turn will improve people's quality of life. Steps taken. Simplifying the tax system. One of the first steps in tax reform is simplifying the tax system. The government reduced the number of types of taxes and made tax rates more transparent. This aims to make it easier for taxpayers to understand their tax obligations. Strengthening tax administration. To reduce tax avoidance, the government is strengthening tax administration by increasing the capacity of human resources at the Directorate General of Taxes. Apart from that, the use of information technology in tax reporting and collection has also been improved, such as through the e-filing system. Tax incentive policy. To encourage investment, the government provides various tax incentives for companies that invest in strategic sectors. This includes reduced tax rates and tax exemptions for certain projects. This policy aims to attract foreign and domestic investors, as well as create new jobs. Increased tax awareness and compliance. The government launched various campaigns to increase public awareness about the importance of paying taxes. With good education, it is hoped that people can understand that the taxes they pay contribute directly to the country's development. Results and challenges. After several years of implementing tax reform, Indonesia recorded an increase in tax revenue. However, challenges remain. There are still many economic sectors that have not been reached by the tax system. Apart from that, tax awareness and compliance among the public still needs to be improved. The conclusion is, tax reform in Indonesia is an important step towards a fairer and more effective tax system. Despite progress, there is still much work to be done to ensure that all citizens contribute equally to the country's development. With continued reform, it is hoped that Indonesia can achieve more inclusive and sustainable economic growth. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully this material provides deeper insight into tax reform in Indonesia. If you have any questions, please ask.